Hi everybody, and welcome to the Atomic Lounge. Tink here. I haven't been here in a while, and I wanted to come in and say hi because I got some really fun stuff to show you. And you know, things get in the way. It's very hard when you work full-time. Remember when I was off for those 2 years, when I took off, just didn't work for 2 years. I had so much fun and I was on here all the time, but I'm trying to stay up with you guys because I love you all and I love watching you guys. A lot of you are really magical. You know, Manic Mark, of course, one of my all-time favorites. I love Rob from Boston. I love Gorvo. Two of my favorite guys, and I think they're related. They call each other cousin. I don't know if you guys are really cousins. Are you? That's awesome if you are. That's probably why I like you both. Because you're from the same family. So many great people. Richard's a great old guy, and he's really into jazz. Shows some beautiful jazz, beautiful blues. And I keep telling Raymond T. Vinyl, gotta get back on here because people are missing you for a very long time, and we're talking about 2 years. I think the last time Raymond T. Vinyl was on YouTube was with me when he was on vacation here, right? I'll try and I'll get him to do that again this year because it's only like a month away, our vacation right now. But he's in a new place, a really fabulous new place, and he really needs to get back on, you know. And for those of you that think I'm called Slideshow Tink just because of my tattoos, here's a picture of me, your own Tinkie, on a bed of nails. I'm going to put it right here. All right, first things first. In the background, we are listening to the great Ramsey Lewis playing Mother Nature's Son. This is the album, Mother Nature's Son. Beautiful stuff, Beatles covers, just an amazing record. I love this. Really great. Something else I want to show you, because I haven't been here in so long. I said I'm not going to do a quickie video. I'm going to chat. I'm going to hang with you and chat. And you know those, what do you call them? Mermaid blankets that are all the rage right now? Well, my mother made me one. And she made me a beautiful, look at the colors. And it looks, and the way that she stitched it, the way that she made the pattern is like scales, right? And what these are is like, they're these blankets that you step into, okay? You pull them all the way up, but on the bottom, you have a mermaid tail. So this is not a blanket you throw over you. This is a blanket that you actually like climb into. Isn't that fabulous? So you put it up around you, and you have a mermaid tail at the bottom that you can like lay out on the couch while you're hanging in the winter. Isn't that magical? So my mom made this mermaid blanket for me. Isn't that awesome? My mom has been knitting all her life, so awesome. I guess that's where I get my crochet, love of crochet from. But I'm not like her. I can't follow a pattern. I have to do my own thing, and that's why I do my crazy hats, you know? My favorite thing to do. All right, first up, you know, I don't buy CDs. I never buy CDs unless I have absolutely no other alternative, right? So, you know, I'm loving FERPA. And so here I have FERPA on CD, and this is the magic rituals of the Bond tradition. This is a great FERPA, and you know, this whole entire piece is on YouTube. So if you want to hear it, as Carm especially, because I know you love the how do we call it? Drone music. We both love that for meditation. And this is very, very drone music. But it's also very ancient, very cool music played on ancient Tibetan instruments. And this particular CD is very cool because you have the music and then you have a DVD of them performing it live. So to me, that's amazing. And they are so cool to watch live, believe me. FERPA, the magic rituals of the Bon tradition. Very amazing. Russian, experimental Russian music collective. That's what these guys are. All right. I got on eBay, I got a brand new copy, well, a better copy of the Martian Hop, because I played this in one of the podcasts and it had a lot of groove wear and a little skip, but it was such a great song and I had never heard it before. I had to get a better copy. So I was really happy with that. eBay. All right, I went to a flea market on, I got a lot of stuff to show you, I really do. I went to a flea market on Sunday, and I got these. I got the Hoodoo Gurus Come Anytime. And this is so cool. It's a gatefold 45, but it is signed by Dave Faulkner of the Hoodoo Gurus. And I got this for $3. Wow. I was really excited about that. I got Steve Martin doing King Tut picture sleeve. How fun is that? I hadn't heard this song in like 100 years, you know? So it was so fun to find this and listen to that again. And the other side is him playing his amazing banjo picking music. All right, before we go on, I'm going to say I was talking about this in a recent podcast, and I want to show it to you. Magic Hat. You know what's so fun about Magic Hat? I love the Magic Hat Brewery, but Magic Hat, every one of their caps has a little, what do you call? Like a little phrase for you, right? And a couple of weeks ago, one of my Magic Hats caps said, you need to get ready for your radio show. What? I couldn't believe it. I mean, I was going to do a podcast that night, and it told me you need to get ready for your radio show. Is that the funniest thing ever? And tonight we're drinking the Autumn Seasonal from Magic Hat, and it is called Vamplifier. It's a hoppy red ale, and it's happy too. But it's a hoppy red ale. You see that label? I don't know if you can see it. Lean it towards the light a little bit. It's a little vampire guy with speakers for ears and sound emanating out of them. He's just so magical, and it's, you know, Vamplifier. It's music related, just like Flying Dog doing, was it Flying Dog? Yeah, it was Flying Dog that did the, was it Flying Dog? No, it was Dogfish Head that did the Record Store Day Ale. I love when they give, you know, the vinyl community a little bit of a nod, right? So Vamplifier, very fun. The autumn beer from Magic Hat. You know, grab it if you see it. It's really good. It's really fun. I know that sounded like a commercial, but I really do love Magic Hat. All right, at the flea market also on Zappa Records, we got Baby Snakes and Dancing Fool. Very fun. And you know, I took all of these flea market finds and I played them in a podcast. All of these. So really, really fun, eclectic mix like I like to do. The Waitresses, It's My Car, and I Know What Boys Like. Great, fun song. Columbia, Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall, and One of My Turns, the great Pink Floyd. Oh, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, right? On Atlantic, but From the Beginning, one of my favorite Emerson, Lake and Palmer songs. Because I was not a huge Emerson, Lake and Palmer fan back in the day, but I came to appreciate them later on. And From the Beginning, one of the most beautiful songs ever. And the other side is Lucky Man, another beautiful song. Gary Newman in Cars and Metal. Great stuff. From my youth. Music from my youth. And I found this great picture disc. It's called Single at Christmas. It's so weird. It's so fun. It has Poison Idea doing Santa Claus is Coming to Town. One of my favorites. You know, like the way that Brian Setzer does Santa Claus. Santa Claus back in town, not coming to town. There you go. And then we got Rain Clover doing I'm Mad at the Fat Man, which is an amazing blues tune. Really great. I played both of these in the most recent podcast. And I will put a link below for you to hear, for you to connect to the podcast. All right. Take a sip of Amplifier because he's so cute, right? All right. Labor Day, Monday. Labor Day itself. Rutherford has a huge antique street fair. I try to go every single year. This year the weather was beautiful, so it wasn't hot and humid. It was just right. Really nice day for it. And the sun wasn't out bright, but it wasn't raining. You know, there was cloudy, so we weren't being beaten on by the sun. I think that's what made it a little bit cooler. But anyway, what I found there was this 1952 Woolworth's Happy Time Christmas book. And you know, I love these things because they show the great Christmas decorations you could buy for like pennies, for nothing back in the day, right? So, but it helps me to find stuff at flea markets and antique stores when I look at the old Christmas catalogs. And of course they had Christmas decor and they had children's toys, and they had beautiful tin toys. Tin toys for like $2.95, you know, like, you know how much they go for today? Like $500-600. They're so beautiful. But how fun is that? It says a trip in Santa's ribbon candy rocket. Isn't that beautiful? 1953 Woolworth's Christmas book. So fun. And the other thing that I found at the street fair was this record. This is so interesting. This is called The Wozard of Is. And it's an electronic odyssey. And the guy, I was looking through a box of records, and he said, like, these are $1, these are $2, these are $5. The box you're looking at is $10, except for the record you have in your hand, that's $20. I was like, what the hell? So he said, like, he goes, I don't know anything about it, but I'm not going to take less than $20 for it. So I put it back, and I walked away, right? I thought about it all morning. Like, I was wandering the antique fair, and I was like, oh my God, I got to have that record, you know? So I went back, and I said, will you take $10 for it? And he said, no. I said, well, what is the best you can do for me? And he said, give me 15. I said, all right. Because I was so intrigued. And you know, I love Moog music. So, and this one was from, I believe, 1960. Oh, shoot. I mean, I looked it up. Now I forget. 68, I want to say. Maybe. Whatever. But, or 69. Whatever. But, I mean, it was a 60s Moog album, and you know how I love those. So I said, all right, I'll pay the 15. And I was so happy I did, because I played it and I loved it. And when I went on eBay, there was one copy of this for $145. The only one. And it's weird. It's really crazy. It's like, remember this LSD record that we talked about? This thing that we talked about before? Well, it's that kind of music. It's definitely, this guy was definitely on LSD when he wrote this record. When he recorded this record. It's crazy. And I loved it. So I said, you know, once I heard it, I said I definitely would have paid 20 bucks for it. Especially when I saw it was like going for $145 on eBay, right? So funny. But I do love it. I can't remember the guy's name. Wait, I'm going to tell you right now. Because I went on eBay and I bought another record by him. Mort Garson. Mort Garson. Moog player. Very fun. All right. Craig the Record King had this for me last week. This is so magical. Chipmunks Sing the Beatles. Now, he knows that I love Beatles covers. Right now, we're listening to, you know, Ramsey Lewis, and right now he's doing Dear Prudence. I love Beatles covers, and the stranger the better. And here we go. The Chipmunks doing the Beatles. How fun is that? Oh, I love it so much. All right. This is another FERPA I was able to get, but this is like a split record. It's FERPA and someone else. Oh God, everything is like, what do you call it? Sanskrit on here, so it's really hard to read. It's like a Sanskrit script, and I can't read it. But anyway, one side is FERPA, one side is somebody else, but it's really cool. And FERPA LPs are very, very hard to find. All right. Ramsey Lewis is about to end, so we're going to take a break, turn the record over, and then all right, eBay, great stuff. All right, here's the other record by that guy, Mort Garson. This is so weird. This is called The Zodiac Cosmic Sounds, right? Celestial counterpoint with words and music. And this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, has the 12 zodiac signs interpreted in music and words, and it's really weird. Mort Garson was definitely on LSD when he made these records. This is on Elektra. And on the bottom it says, must be played in the dark. Really fun. When I discover new Moog artists, I go crazy. Ones that I never knew about before. Makes me very happy. You know how I love advertising records, and especially automotive advertising, because my brother and my father are in the body shop business, and I've been into cars and car shows all my life. So here we go. Swinging Sights and Sounds, and an advertising spectacular for $69, Valvoline. And this is amazing. I love advertising records, especially for the podcasts, because early advertising and commercials are so much fun to throw in the middle of podcasts. And this one is great. And it also has print advertising in there as well. You know, like a whole booklet of print advertising is really cool. And I found out about this because Raymond went to Spoonful Records one lunch hour and grabbed this. And I said, oh my God, I'm going on eBay to see if I can find it. And I did. And I'm so happy about that. Very fun. Okay, the next two are really magical. I know Ramsey's going to end soon, so I don't want to keep going. There we go. I'll be right back. All right. Next, we have The Dead Vampires. We Are the Dead Vampires. This is beautiful. This is on white vinyl, okay? This is a totally independent band. You buy the record directly from the band. And they're so cool, and they're so fun, and they're so cheap on their records. I don't know how they're making any money. And they even sent me a patch, like a Dead Vampires patch with the record. They charged me $10 for this record and sent me the patch too. And they are just, I don't know if you can see the back cover. It is so amazing. And they're a psychobilly, you know, horror band, very fun band, kind of like, they kind of call themselves a cross between the Misfits and Devo. How much better does it get, right? And the titles of the songs are like Ghosts and Goblins, Spookaboo Circus, Zombie Party, Being Dead Never Felt So Good, Disco Zombie, I mean, really Gravedigger, Closed Casket, Monster Radio, Halloween Town, just beautiful. I am so into this. And I played Ghosts and Goblins as the finale of a podcast, a few podcasts back, because they're great. And I am all for supporting independent bands. And from what I understand, one of the band members has passed away. But if you go on Etsy to buy this album, I bought it on eBay. If you get it on Etsy, Raymond T. Vinyl went and got a copy on Etsy after he saw mine, and he got an autographed copy by 4 of the guys, because one of the guys is now sadly deceased. A beautiful white vinyl. Support your independent artists. I mean, you can't beat it for $10. The music is great. And my favorite thing of the last couple of weeks, it's Monster Surfing Time by the Deadly Ones. Oh my God. You know, the horror genre is one of my very favorites. And this is called Horror Surf. And what's so cool about this seller, well, first of all, this is an album that was originally released in 1964. So rare, so obscure, that it's been re-released by VJ Records on this beautiful green vinyl. Look at that. Because if you can find this original version from '64, it'd be in the hundreds. I mean, these horror records are the early horror, so hard to get. And I'm a huge horror fan. It's my favorite genre, like I said. And we're getting close to Halloween, so I am really looking for new horror, and it's very hard to find new horror that I haven't, you know, that I don't already have or that I haven't heard before, and I'm really excited about this one. And the back of the album is so funny. It says, whether at work or at play, those monsters are always having a ball in an effort to get out of the gloom and dinginess of damp cellars, black forests, and stuffy attics. Most monsters have chosen the blue sea and an invigorating surf to while away their leisure hours. Among monsters, surfing has become next to ping pong and bowling, their #1 sport. Actually, monsters are good surfers. They learn easy and have an access to many coffins, which they use as their surfboards. The wooden coffin, lovingly called a woody, is much preferred over the heavy metal variety. The few screams and screeching noises you will hear in this recording are not meant to frighten. They're strictly the sounds of delight monsters have when spending a healthy, happy day at the beach. Is that hilarious? And it says important facts. There are fewer hodads among monsters than any other kind of people. Dracula is a good surfer, loves to feed on shark. The practice of human surfers to transport boards on hearses originated with monsters. Isn't that fun? Originally 1964. Is that beautiful? I am so excited about this. And the beautiful green vinyl, right? Ultra rare 1964 surf rock oddity. Available on vinyl for the first time in over 50 years. Very very excited. And I'm very into Halloween right now, as you can tell. I have my Halloween colored cyber dreads on, and my Halloween scarf. Outside, I have my Halloween decorations up. I got my first pumpkins, but the squirrels already claimed them, so there's nothing I can do about that. So I gave in and gave them to the squirrels. What am I going to do? They were very happy to have those pumpkins. So anyway, that's it. I wanted to give you a nice long chat because I haven't seen you guys in a long time, and I feel bad about that. I kept saying I'm going to do one, I'm going to do one, I'm going to do one, but I didn't. And I'm going to try and get better at it, better at being here. But you know what? The cold weather's coming. We'll be stuck inside. I think it'll be easier to do some videos, right? Right? I hope you're having a magical, mystical, musical evening. I love you all. I miss you all when I don't see you. Please comment. Please subscribe. I do read every one of your comments. And if you comment, I know you love me. So please comment. And I'll talk to you very, very soon. Here I am again.